I'm Andrew.
I'm Courtney.
And we moved to Grand Junction.
So the last 2 years, we've been traveling full-time in an RV. And previous to that, our last home that we owned was in Tennessee. But he was military before. So we've moved around a lot. So we're from the United States. I'm very well traveled in the United States, and I hadn't even heard of Grand Junction until probably 18 months before we moved here. Which now I just can't believe. I'm like, why do people not know about it as much as you would think? Because it's such an incredible place. The weather is a huge thing, obviously. The 300 plus days of sunshine, that was a non-negotiable on our list of things. Like when you're buying a house, you make a list of, these are the things that are non-negotiables, and here are the things that I would like to have. And other places that we looked at that had other things on our wish list were either too cold, too hot, or didn't have 300 days of sunshine. And Andrew's like, eh. And I was like, we're running out of choices.
Yeah, it's crazy too. Like, when you look up, or when we looked up Grand Junction, it was a lot of we kind of thought, oh man, it's too deserty, maybe.
Mm-hmm. Our initial reaction was like, oh, I don't know.
Yeah, and so we kind of wrote it off for a long time and thought, oh, maybe like Montrose or somewhere else.
Up further in the mountains.
But having kids and wanting the kids to be in good schools, but also just have the extracurricular activities and sense of community, it was important to maybe be somewhere a little more developed. Yeah, and so we took a leap of faith, literally, and just came here anyways. And when we got here, realized that Grand Junction's got everything. I mean, it's got the ski and snowboarding. It's got 2 different rivers, very famous rivers that join up in it. On
the canyons, we love southern Utah.
Yeah,
but there's not really anywhere in southern Utah besides we did consider St. George for a little while, but hot, so hot. Right. And here, it does get warm, but it's so reasonable. It's still this morning, it was 60 degrees when I woke up. And so you can be on trails year round. You can get to all the canyons in southern Utah. Yeah. Moab's an hour and a half away. And then, between Ouray and Telluride, all of the major ski resorts in Colorado, for the most part, are under 2.5 hours away. But one of the big checklist items was we wanted to be able to be on a ski lift in under an hour. Having lived in Sacramento, I was very close to Lake Tahoe, and we could get up, but depending on where we were going, it was an hour and a half to 2 hours, which I know from having lived there, that seems like it's not that far, but you're not going to do that, for the day or on an afternoon, in most situations.
Drop the kids off at school and then go all the way to Tahoe and come back to pick them up.
Not realistic. And so we okay, we want to be under an hour to be on a ski lift. Well, here, we can drop the kids off at school when season gets here and go ride for a little while and then come back and pick them up. Yeah. So that was one of the things. But then you just you zoom out and you can be up on the mesa, all the lakes, the rivers, you've got the water sports. I grew up skiing too. We have a boat and camping, and you've got several options. But so much of the time, if you go somewhere in a mountain town that has that quick accessibility to the outdoor recreation, you're just in such a small town. And like he said, with having kids, having things, and then also me, it's not just the kids. I'm I need a Target. There's a Sprouts here. There's still health food stores. The kids have all of the rec sports that they want to do. And you just lose a lot of those things in smaller mountain towns. So for us, this is the perfect in between. Oh, and there's no traffic. The worst that it ever gets is maybe a little bit at lunchtime and then getting off work time. You might have to wait one rotation at a stoplight, which, maybe that's a lot of traffic to some people, but if you've lived in any urban area, oh my gosh, Birmingham, where he's from, even, the traffic is just, I don't know, it's terrible. And Nashville, where I'm from originally, now it's Atlanta. So huge, just anywhere you want to go is less than 15 minutes. We think it's the best place in the United States because we could have moved anywhere and this is where we chose. So for what we value for the outdoors, it just doesn't get any better, in my opinion.
I would say too, we were pretty surprised on the sense of community right away that we ran into, especially having kind of mixture age of kids. Oldest is 12, youngest is 2. And it was pretty wild how fast they built up friends and community and love their school, and are just fired up every day to go to school. And I don't really think we've ever had that experience anywhere else.
People are just... My dad is here visiting right now. We've had the most company we've ever had. In the last 2 months since we purchased our house, we've had more company than we've ever had in an entire year. So you live somewhere cool when you have to start turning people down. I'm like, I have to have a couple days at my home without company, which is not even slowing down in the fall. It wasn't just a summer thing, but
I'm literally turning down friends right now.
Yeah, which we don't want to do, but we're like, we can't keep up with this.
No, there's just that much to do here. I mean, your friend that was here last week, I mean, y'all were kayaking down the Colorado River. You were hiking the mornings. We did an evening hike. And I'm
sunset hike on the Monument. Oh my gosh, it was amazing.
With this incredible view. So, I mean, I feel like we...
Oh, and our 9-year-old has gotten into mountain biking, this is like the capital of mountain biking, like maybe in the entire North America or something like that. There's just mountain biking everywhere. People talk about Southern hospitality, and we're from the South, and people were kind there, but I've never lived somewhere where people are so eager to engage in conversation. And I can talk to a doorknob. Like, I literally will stand outside and talk to a neighbor for 2.5 hours, or run into somebody that I meet in like the grocery store checkout line, and we're exchanging phone numbers. I made a friend at the winery in Palisade the other day. Changed numbers, and we've gotten together because
While you're doing most of the talking right now.
Yeah, because I like to talk. Sorry, I'm trying to give you turns. But people
it's good.
here are willing to, they want to engage. They want to make friends. I've made friends with people that I've sold stuff on Facebook Marketplace. Everyone is, I don't know if it's the sunshine, like people are just happy here. They really are, and they're
maybe
friendly.
Maybe it's the gummies, I don't know. Maybe edit that one out. So what do you do when you're like, oh, what is this like? You Google it.
What do all trees do? They YouTube it.
Yeah. So you get on, you start looking at Google images and doing research, getting on YouTube, and you're like, what is it like to live in Grand Junction? And then lo and behold, look, you're my son.
And since we have no connection to this place,
right. So
no connection to this place whatsoever, it's like, okay, well, we don't have anyone to ask.
Nobody to ask, right?
And say, who's a good realtor? Hook us up. So,
well, I mean, I'm watching videos, and I get through probably a dozen videos or so, and then once we decide, oh, this is serious, we're really, really interested, I say, hey, babe, why don't you reach out to...
He doesn't like making phone calls to people he doesn't know.
Social,
Miss Talkie Talk over here picks up the phone.
Hey, call the people we met on YouTube.
People.
Yeah. We saw on YouTube. Yeah.
God bless you, Christie, for tolerating us. In our indecisiveness, it did take us a little while to make a decision about where we wanted to live, but we found a great, great house. So, in the Redlands, where we wanted to be. So
yeah, it exceeded our expectations. Actually, I think.
Yeah, we had almost given up for a while. We were came with kind of unrealistic expectations coming from Tennessee to Colorado at first, probably, and we decided we were gonna rent, and then. We wanted to be in the Redlands too, which was a big part of it. And here it just popped up, the perfect house. And it was like, Christie, let's go look at this. Done, under contract, same day. So
yeah,
it was so good.
And like you were saying about earlier, and we're talking about the community, it was the day we moved in here, I can't even unload boxes because my neighbor across the street's coming over, my next door neighbor's coming over.
Yeah.
Folks right here behind us are stopping us. Actually, we were doing a home inspection when they came. Christie's with us.
And our neighbors right next to us have the same name as his parents, both of them, Steve and Donna. It's so crazy. So crazy.
Yeah, it's just super welcoming. Everybody has been.
Mm-hmm. Thank you, Robert and Christie.